On this video we're taking a look at our NBA parlay for the games that are happening on Wednesday, April 6, 2022. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 500 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Our first parlay pick is New York Knicks vs Brooklyn Nets. Knicks +7. And here is why. The Brooklyn Nets are averaging 112.5 points on 47.4% shooting and allowing 112.3 points on 45.3% shooting. Kevin Durant is averaging 30.1 points and 6.1 assists, while Kyrie Irving is averaging 27.1 points and 4.1 rebounds. Seth Curry is the third double-digit scorer, and LaMarcus Aldridge is grabbing 5.6 rebounds. The Brooklyn Nets are shooting 36.1% from beyond the arc and 80.1% from the free throw line. The Brooklyn Nets are allowing 34.6% shooting from deep and are grabbing 44.2 rebounds per game. The Nets are playing the second game of a back-to-back situation after beating the Rockets last night in Brooklyn. They are locked into a spot in the play-in tournament for the playoffs, however they still need to finish the season strongly in order to avoid being the 9th or 10th seed. Although the Nets should be motivated to pick up the win over the Knicks in tonight's matchup, Brooklyn has struggled against the spread lately, not covering in 5 straight games as a favorite. These struggles can be credited to their effort on the defensive end, as they rank in the bottom 10 in defensive rating and opponent points per game. Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving form one of the league's most dangerous offensive duos, but the team's defensive ability is not on the same level, which gives opponents a chance to keep pace with their dangerous scores. The New York Knicks are averaging 106.5 points on 43.7% shooting and allowing 106.9 points on 44.8% shooting. Julius Randle is averaging 20.1 points and 9.9 rebounds, while R.J. Barrett is averaging 20.1 points and 2.9 assists. Evan Fournier is the third double-digit scorer, and Derrick Rose is grabbing 3 rebounds. The New York Knicks are shooting 35.7% from beyond the arc and 74.6% from the free throw line. The New York Knicks are allowing 34.3% shooting from deep and are grabbing 46.2 rebounds per game. That gives hope to a weak Knicks team that isn't very efficient on the offensive end, scoring the 4th fewest points per game. They may not have the motivation or playmakers to outmatch the Nets, but Brooklyn's porous defense should give them a fighting chance to at least keep it close. Brooklyn has won the last 5 head-to-head meetings between these teams, but they were all decided by 5 or fewer points, with the Nets failing to cover as the favorite in 4 of those games. Expect another tight game and take the Knicks to cover. Our second parlay pick is Atlanta Hawks vs Washington Wizards. Wizards +10.5 points, and here is why. The Washington Wizards have been in great shape as they've won 5 of their past 7 games overall, and they will be eager to stay hot after routing the Timberwolves in a 132-114 road win last night. Kristaps Porzingis led the team with 25 points on 11 of 17 shooting. Daniel Gafford added 24 points with 12 rebounds off the bench. Rui Hachimura added 21 points, while Deni Avdija chipped in with 17 points, 8 rebounds and 5 assists off the bench. As a team, the Wizards shot 55% from the field and 13 of 30 from the three-point line as they went back and forth with the Timberwolves in a tight contest until the third quarter, where they went on a pivotal 15-3 run to pull away and win easily in the end. A total of 7 players finished in double figures in scoring, and Gafford barely missed all night as he shot 10 of 11 from the field off the bench. The Hawks' playoff fate is set, and they are headed to the play-in tournament after last night's loss to the Raptors. The only question left to answer is which seed they will be, and tonight's matchup with the Wizards is critical. The Hawks are tied with Brooklyn for the number 8 seed and 1 game ahead of current number 10 seed Charlotte. Atlanta is returning home for its final regular season home game, where the Hawks are 26-14 straight up and 22-18 against the spread. The eliminated Wizards have struggled on the road, going 14-25 straight up and against the number. Motivation is clearly on the Hawks side. The Atlanta Hawks have been in fine form as they've won 10 of their last 14 games overall, but they will be aiming to bounce back in this one after having their 5-game win streak halted by the Raptors in a 118-108 road loss last night. Trae Young led the team with 26 points and 15 assists, Kevin Huerter added 21 points, DeAndre Hunter scored 20 points, while Bogdan Bogdanovic chipped in with 19 points, 9 rebounds and 3 assists off the bench. As a team, the Hawks shot 45% from the field and 14 of 37 from the three-point line as they got off to a sluggish start and didn't find the lead until late in the fourth quarter, only to get blown out in the end as the Raptors closed the final 2:33 on a 16-5 run to slip away in the end. Trae Young was brought back down to earth by a stingy Toronto defense. He won't have that challenge against the Wizards, who are 20th in the NBA in three-point field goal percentage defense. Atlanta is second best in the NBA in three-point shooting. Young won't have to carry the Hawks to a victory tonight, and I'd be surprised to see Atlanta lose this game given what's at stake, but coming off a road game in Canada last night, this is too many points to lay. Expect the Hawks to win, but take the Wizards to cover. Our third parlay pick is Los Angeles Clippers vs Phoenix Suns. Clippers win. And here is why. The Phoenix Suns have been in great shape as they've won 10 of their last 12 games and they will be hoping to stay hot after last night's 121-110 win over the Lakers. Devin Booker led the team with 32 points, 7 rebounds and 4 assists. DeAndre Ayton added 22 points with 13 rebounds on 10 of 14 shooting, while Cameron Johnson chipped in with 12 points off the bench. As a team, the Suns shot 49% from the field and 14 of 39 from the three-point line as they poured 35 points in the second quarter to take a 5-point lead into halftime before they went on a decisive 24-9 run in the third quarter to put the game to bed early. For the second season in a row, the Phoenix Suns have successfully eliminated the Lakers from the postseason. Last night's 11-point home win set a new franchise record for most wins in a regular season with 63, beating the previous record of 62 set by the 2004-05 and 1992-93 Suns. With that record in the book, the Suns don't have much to play for in these remaining 3 games, so we could see them resting players, especially on back-to-backs, which is the case with tonight's game. The Los Angeles Clippers have been on a nice run as they've won 3 of their past 4 games and they will be aiming for a third straight victory after blowing past the Pelicans in a 119-100 home win on Sunday. Marcus Morris led the team with 22 points on 8 of 13 shooting, Ivica Zubac added 16 points with 14 rebounds, while Paul George and Terrence Mann each scored 15 points. As a team, the Clippers shot 47% from the field and a sizzling 21 of 44 from the three-point line as they dominated this one right from the start, setting the tone with 37 points in the first quarter before they held the Pelicans to just 13 points in the second quarter to build a 26-point that allowed them to cruise in the second half. That could be an opportunity for the Clippers, who are ramping up their form for the play-in tournament. They've won 2 in a row and 3 of their last 4. They started a 4-game homestand with a 19-point win over the New Orleans Pelicans on Sunday and haven't played since, so the rest factor is also on their side. They've enjoyed a solid run in home games against the Suns, winning 15 of the last 18 games, including the game played earlier this season by 111-95. With 7 wins in their last 10 against Western Conference teams, I fancy their chances in this game. Nobody wants to get injured at this point of the season, especially if you are Phoenix and entering the playoffs as the favorite to win it all. This could be a game in which they'll take their foot off the gas pedal a bit, so go with the Clippers to win. Disclaimer, no financial advice. The information on this channel is provided for education and informational purposes only, without any express or implied warranty of any kind, including warranties of accuracy, completeness, or fitness for any particular purpose. The information contained in or provided from or through this channel is not intended to be and does not constitute financial advice, investment advice, trading advice, or any other advice. The information on this channel and provided from or through this channel is general in nature and is not specific to you, the user, or anyone else. You should not make any decision, financial, investment, trading, or otherwise, based on any of the information presented on this channel without undertaking independent due diligence and consultation with a professional broker or financial advisory.